Love, Rosie is another one of Cecelia Ahern's books brought to life on the big screen. It's an old tale of two friends who feel that their friendship might be something more. But does Cecelia ever get worried that filmmakers won't do her stories justice?
I see the book as my baby, you know, and I don't want anybody to mess with that. But then when the film comes along, it's just somebody else's interpretation of my story, so I'm really open to change there. As long as they don't change the whole heart of the story, and give it a crazy ending, then I'm really kind of open to seeing something different.
Because they change a lot of the locations. It's set in Boston and the UK, but they shot it in Toronto, and then for the UK scenes they shot it in Dublin.
Yeah, well the great thing is that I suppose whenever I sell the rights to my novels, I do say please, if you could, film in Ireland. And so far with PSA Review, that's happened, and with Love, Rosie, they filmed most of the movie here. It was only a couple of days in Toronto. So I'm just really proud that they came here.
For your information,
the story centres around two main characters, one of them being Rosie, a young girl who discovers that she's in love with her best friend Alex.
I've heard you say before that there's a bit of you in all the characters. So, I mean, are you Rosie?
Rosie is she's definitely, I suppose at the age of 21 I got the PSA Review, that all happened, my life kind of changed, and then immediately I started writing this story, With Rainbow's End. And it was all about looking ahead and having these plans for life and where's my life going, and having these dreams and not knowing how to achieve them, and just all these things that you have in your early 20s.
To play the lead roles of Rosie and Alex, Lily Collins and Sam Clafin were cast.
The chemistry between the two of them is perfect, on screen and off screen. I found myself listening to their funny little chats after. They just got along so well.
I know boy-girl friendships can be quite complicated sometimes, but I'm always here if you need to talk.
For actor Sam Clafin, this is his first time in a romantic comedy, his biggest role to date having been in the hugely popular Hunger Games.
Well, there's something about this particular story that really struck a chord with me. It was an experience that I think everyone's familiar with the whole friendship, love kind of relationship, whether or not there is that tension.
And we wanted to know if Sam had any advice for someone who found themselves in a similar situation to his character Alex, in love with their best friend.
If it's a real friendship, you being honest is the best way through. Because feelings subside sometimes. Everyone's had a crush and then that's kind of faded away, and I think you'll be able to get over it. If you're real friends, you'll be able to get through that. So I think be honest and speak your mind. If you feel a certain way about someone, you should say it.
This is like Oprah.
It is. Are you Oprah?
Nope, it's the Today Show, not the Oprah Winfrey Show. Finally, one last pitch from Cecelia as to why you should see this film.
It's a really cool, kind of young, brilliant, cool cast. Did I say cool?
You said cool twice or three times, but that's cool.